Hey everyone, Simbiote here, and welcome to Let's Play The Sims 3 Monte Vista, Part 22. Well, Hannah wants to play an online social game. Now, we're picking up actually pretty close to where I stopped last time because I thought about it, and Hannah needs to start working on her shakedown funds. And the only way to do this is to, literally just go irritate the crap out of people and take their money. And she can't do that while her brother is there. So everybody is sleeping. So while they're sleeping, she's probably going to be pretty exhausted tomorrow, and she does have to work. But we're going to give this a shot and see if anybody is here. A lot of times, if you go to the gym or the library, there will be somebody there at night. Oh, that trap she set a long time ago when she was a teenager is still here. So let's see. There's a coffee machine down here. Why don't you drink a triple banana something, what's it, with sprinkles? Sounds good. And let's see if somebody shows up. It's a little late. She can't like call someone to meet her down here, although that'd be cool. Let's see, are there people? Is this the library? That's the pool. Oh, fireflies are over there. Yeah, hopefully somebody shows up. She has to work in 11 hours, but I really want to work on her shakedown funds. Where else could she go? The Moonlit Stroll Park? No, that's probably going to be dead. I don't know if there will be anybody at the fair, like at the festival. Let's think about this for a second. I don't want to make anybody too angry. I'd prefer not to do that, so actually let's have her go to the bibliothèque. It won't take her long to get there, and she's got a little energy from her drink. If you notice, she's smart enough at least to wear gloves. She should probably be wearing muted colors and try not to draw attention to herself. And as you probably guessed, I just watch too much Dexter. She can start stealing things too, and I think that's something we're going to do. Actually, let's check it out at the library and have her steal something. Is this the library? No, that is a house. Here's the library. Now, I was hoping they'd actually have a nice computer here, but they don't. You know what? Steal that couch. Let's see if anybody sees her. She just swiped that, and it's been added to her family inventory. Now, what's funny is it becomes very easy to steal. It's one of those things that it's fun, and then you can't stop. I have another sim that I just steal incessantly with. And I try not to. I try to have her at least be quasi-decent, but that doesn't end up happening. Okay, it is early enough in the day that people might start showing up, but that has its own issues because if someone appears aside from the person that she wants to attack, it'll be bad. Let's see. Let's bring up lifetime rewards. I want to get something that's going to help her in her career. I'm not going to get her stone-hearted yet. I think she hasn't become stone-hearted. It's going to be a little while before she does. Let's get her entrepreneurial mindset. That'll get her to the top of her career more quickly. Come on, somebody's got to show up. Now all of these peoples are getting up, and Evelena and Hugh are going to be getting ready to go to France, so actually we won't be focusing on Hannah for too long, but she's going to read Llama Rights. Do you have school? Yes, you do have school. So let's really quickly make sure that her needs are met and that that Alfonso is also copacetic. I wish she would stop using this particular fridge out here. Eat country bread. And then I want you to go upstairs. It's Alfonso's birthday. Oh, he's going to be becoming a teen, or he's going to become a teen today, which is nice. And take evil shower. Oh, Harold needs to leave soon. You need to go downstairs and take a shower at the very least. He can eat at work. So yeah, Hannah will be okay. And you should go out here first and foremost. I want you to use this and brush your teeth, and then actually to save some of the trip, eat some mac and cheese. And Harold, I think, can get him. Oh, he wants to praise lyrics for the Lovelorn. He wants to praise his son's book. That's really nice. But to make sure you're okay, you know, you're getting up there. You need to stay healthy. And Hannah, let's go see if anybody has shown up. The most important thing is she does not want her brother to discover what she's been up to. She is going to be exhausted for work, but at the moment, I don't know how else to do this. The world that I was having, the summer festival's here. The world I was having my other sim do this in was one that was heavily populated. It was specifically designed to have an increased population, and as a result, it worked out a little bit better. Let's go to the gym and see. But she's going to be wiped for her shift. Okay, so he's heading to work. Yeah, I know, you're tired. Now don't work hard. How about you chat with partner? Because your partner relationship is crap. She hasn't gone to school yet. He is hungry and he's heading for school. He'll be alright. No, Hugh does not want to go on a date with you, Kennetha. Get over it. Now, okay, there are a lot of people here. This could be crappy. You need to study new techniques as well. So let's see. Let's see what we can do with Hannah. She can possibly... Maybe she can lure someone away from the group. So here, go here. And who is this? Magdala Charles. She doesn't even know her. So actually, wait, you have to introduce yourself and then you can call her over. Because I don't want her to get arrested. Her brother is in fact at work. So he would know. He would definitely know. So will she be able to call her over? Go here. And then call her over. Beep. Pause. Friendly. Oh, come on, balls. We can form a group. So let's try being a little friendly with her. And let's gossip. And tell a funny story. Ugh, we're gonna have to get her home to have a little nap or something. And let's try forming a group. Let's see. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to look for opportunities. Also, anyway, the world that I was doing it in was heavily populated. It's a huge city. It's really very, very nice. But it's a custom world and it's heavily populated. So there are always people just everywhere. Excuse me. Okay, Harold is tasked with holding a seminar on the need for proper medical attentiveness both on and off the job. It's time to educate all those eager young employees about their health benefits. Okay, the carpool for Harold, blah, 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 blah. Some unroutable sims. And I think, oh, poor kid, he will be fine though. Yeah, she's exhausted. He's cleaning the toilet. we will start heading to France. It's probably going to be the last thing that we do this episode. I'm sorry. I know I was saying how I would, and I'm being crappy. So, I don't mean to, but I've decided I kind of want to get going on this. So I guess, she's saying that she doesn't know her well enough. I'd love to hang out, but I can't because I have to go to work soon. How about we do something together later? Well, is anybody gonna see this? Let's see. Because I do genuinely want you to see what happens. Shakedown. Let's see. And there is something I could cheat and make sure she's safe. Just from being arrested, but... Okay, so she's gonna shake her down, and it really damages their relationship. She got... Hannah shook Magdalena Charles down... excuse me. Hannah shook Magdalena Charles down for 317 simoleons in funds. And I can actually do it again, but I'm a little nervous to do it out here in the open, but let's give it a shot. And then after this we can get Hugh and Evelena heading out, and you'll see, as you can see, it really damages their relationship, and that's something that actually makes me kind of... Whoop. Camilla Romano Mancini saw it. She got another 418 simoleons in funds, though. Apparently. Hang on a second. Let's see if she can apologize. Friendly. She can't apologize for it. So if I want to build up relationship with her again, it's going to be difficult. You go home. She is... Why don't you focus on logic? And he's cool. These two are going to go to France. Vive la France. Okay, they are cleaning. Evelena wants to read seances and sixth sense abilities. But, let's just get them... Actually, I think... Okay, during a break, Harold showed how to properly use the Heimlich maneuver on a poor employee, but everyone was grateful for the demonstration and laughs. Okay, so yeah, let me just check something really quickly. Yeah, she's on the yellow frowny for her shakedown funds. Her mood is bull, and she needs to raise her athletic skills. So when we come back from France, that's what we're going to do. Now, I assume that once we get to France, Evelena and Hugh are going to feel better. So I'm going to make that assumption. That's what I'm going to think. You know, when Harold and Harry are here, they can take care of everything. Hannah's capable, but she's been withdrawn recently, the family has noticed. And, okay. Yeah, Evelina's already going. Duh. We're going to go to France. So, yeah, so the family has sort of picked up on the fact that Hannah is becoming a little bit withdrawn, that she's still trying to help around the house, and she's working really hard at that and trying to please everybody, but all the same, there's just something wrong. She's decently close with her family members, so obviously she's picked up on that a little bit. Okay, so they are heading out there. I should get Evelena a Prius. We'll have to see. But although I noticed, and oh, sorry, I was putting my head down to stretch. Oh, excuse me. Oh boy. I noticed in Betsy's 5 Avengers video that getting a Prius didn't necessarily help her eco-friendly sim. So we'll have to see how that goes. I think we have enough money to enjoy our trip here. You do, if you're going to just like buy stuff and make nectar and blah blah blah, like all of that, then you do need a little bit of money. I think though, Evelyn is a daredevil. I think that she's going to want to do a little bit of exploring, and I think that Hugh is going to want to pick up a camera, a good quality camera, and make an attempt at connecting with the local culture, because like I said, this is going to be an experience that he can write about. As much as he and his family have traveled, they have never been he's never been to France, particularly these outlying villages. And that's why Monte Vista was kind of foreign to he and his siblings, aside from the fact that obviously it is foreign from where they live, because they are, in fact, American. But it was disconcerting, discomforting to them because of just the nature of it, how sleepy it is, and how closely knit the community is, and how few people there are, because they do come from a very large metropolitan area. And Hugh and Evelena, I'm sorry this is taking so long to load, but you know, I can talk. Hugh and, or not Evelena, Hugh and his family, his parents and his sister and brother, they in fact are from this big city, like I said, but they live in a high-rise 3-floor penthouse apartment. And obviously the change to the Monte Vista countryside has really affected them in a way that may or may not be positive. Obviously for Hugh, it was good. It added elements to his life that he loves. He's not as close with Helia as he would like, but he's working on that. But oh, here we go. I think it's gonna load. There we go. Here, I'll move my mouse so you can see. It's very pretty, as you can see. It's very similar to Monte Vista in overall atmosphere, but it's just lovely. And I would hope that if I can keep this family going long enough, because I do intend to stick with them for a while. I think that they've got an interesting dynamic. If I can keep them going, I do want them to have a vacation home. But after the first couple times, I'll probably do the traveling off camera. But anyway, yes, in the case of Hugh, things were added to his life. He ended up having a child, but that's okay with him. And in the case of Evelena, obviously she you know, she wasn't looking for love. She wasn't, you know, this poor spinster or anything like that. She genuinely wasn't interested in that. Tell you what we're gonna do. I want them to have a double bed with a shower. Oh no, they don't get that. Okay, I want them to have a double bed. And I like this one down here. It's a little cramped, but that's okay. So we're gonna go, I don't know if this will work. Let's see. No, I can't lock it. I could with debug enabler maybe, but I'm not gonna try because that could mess it up. You know, she wasn't some poor spinster who's like, oh boy, I really need to find a man. That's not what Evelyn is about. So finding Hugh was actually really surprising to her, and yeah, that's just the long and the short of it. Finding this relationship that's so life-changing for her was weird. Okay, so they in fact are feeling really inspired and romantic, even just being here for a few minutes, so they are going to woohoo. We'll just give it a shot. But yeah, so obviously that's added things to his life. And you know, in the case of Hannah, right now there's this big thing detracting from her goals that she originally had. She wanted to paint, she wanted to cook, she wanted to take photos, etc. And this this life event where she is now, contracted into the family has obviously affected that in an unpleasant way. Helia obviously exists because Hugh came to Monte Vista. Harold, who knows? Harold appears to be rather self-serving, but in the end, I don't necessarily think he's a bad dude. Oh, come on, go around the other side. And Harry, he's got a fiance. He's got a successful career. It may not be in... Aw, for frick's sake. So, I guess that's a little too snug. Let's try that one. Let's try that one. Yes. Yeah, and obviously Alfonso exists because of the relationship between Hugh and Evelena. So there have been good things, there have been bad things, and ultimately they're a family and they're going to stick together. But it's obviously hard, particularly with Harold's activities. And for Hugh and Hannah and Harry, it's also difficult because they love their mother dearly. And while she and Harold have had an understanding for a long time that he can kind of do what he wants or who he wants. Sorry, I don't mean to be vulgar, but whatevs. But they've had this arrangement. However, she would be devastated to know that he is running around deliberately impregnating women, presumably without their knowledge. That's obviously very wrong. So, that's another element, and that's why the relationship between Harold and his kids is so tenuous and sort of bizarre. Okay, so these two have had some fun, and now what they're going to do is head out and explore. He's going to go to the general store, and Evelena is in fact going to go downstairs and look for adventures, and we'll just see what we can do. I do have some gifts that I want to accept into the LP family because they might be from somebody who is a viewer, which would be, which would make it appropriate to have them here. But my internet is being a jerk, so that's not going to happen right now. Okay, so she is looking for adventures. She's not as fast as she used to be, but she can do it. Hopefully nothing happens to her while she's adventuring, but, this is the part of life that you can't always control. Alright, report to Noelle St. James. So she's gonna go and report in. He is in fact going to go in here and buy stuff. These are so cute. I love gnomes. I don't like the gnomes that you get that like screw up your plants and shit like that, but I do really, really like just little yard gnomes. They're so cute. My mom thinks I'm a total nerd for liking them, but oh well. While he's here, I will have him pick up the high quality dried food for Evelena. 20 should suffice. And we're going to pick up 3 showers in a can. Boy, it gets expensive. A classic camper, an incense holder, and boy, there's this piece of crap camera, but we'll give it a shot. You can get the treasure chest of Alouette, but I don't think we're going to do that. So 2,800 simoleons. I mean, what a freaking ripoff. Just for supplies to go exploring and actually to sort of run errands for people. I think that's a little bit of a jerkish kind of thing. There's the bookstore, the cafe. We're gonna head to the cafe to pick up some recipes. And you report it. Stop looking at stuff. Go. Go, go, go. That's the other problem, just getting people to do what you want them to do. Oh boy. Margot Petit, Beatrice Bonnet, Colette Bonnet, and Evelena Spiegel. Oh, here she is. Isn't there any other way out of this store? Any other way? Oh boy. Come on. Okay, I can see this is gonna be fun. Okay, you go here, and you report in. Okay, she's inside there. So, Hugh, I would like for you to go to the cafe. The opportunity for Evelena will show up. Okay. This is... that's probably loud. Hang on. Sorry. Says, thank you for coming. Are you prepared? I need you to do a bit of underground exploration for me. You should never go adventuring without the proper supplies, though. I have already given you some dried food. I've already given you... Come on. Some dried food, essential for staying nourished while you explore the depths of any tomb. In addition, you should always bring a tent with you. As it happens, my humble store sells both tents and dried food, so you should peruse my wares when we are done speaking. Now to your mission. I need you to head up to the old Celtic ruins and retrieve something I lost while exploring there several days ago. I dropped it in a hole in the floor and didn't realize until I was halfway home. You will know when you find it. Now go, I eagerly wait your victorious return. It says, objective, travel to the Celtic ruins up the road and behind the nectary. Enter the ruins and find Noel St. James, missing object in a hole in the floor. Then return it to Noel St. James. And I'll get ancient coins and visa points. Funny thing is, she obviously didn't have too hard of a time getting up there herself, so it's a little douchey for her to insist that she goes. So you're gonna go up to the Forgotten Burial Mound. You're going to head down here. Perfect timing. I want you to buy some recipes. You got a moodlet for public woohoo. Here's the Lefebvre family. Okay, so... Can I buy the recipes here? Or is that over at the bookstore? It may be over at the bookstore. Lots of choices, though. Interesting choices. You can get crepes. Eggs Machiavellian. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go over to the bookstore then. We're just running around like chickens with our heads cut off. She is nearly there. Now, he purchased a Kenspa, meaning he will conceivably use it. Oh, he didn't. Oh yeah, that would have been a lot more money. I didn't feel like it. So, he'll be doing that. Evelena is on her way up there. Oops, little lag. Little bit of lag. Okay. So now she's got... Oh, she doesn't have her stuff. Hang on. So he's gonna keep the camera. She's going to take the tent, the showers in a can, and the high quality dried food. He's gonna keep the other stuff. No, she's still on her way. That's where she is. Okay. So you're gonna go here. And I didn't tell you to read, dude. Where is the merchant? Okay. So you're gonna go here and purchase. We're gonna get some recipes so that Harry can learn some fun stuff. Okay. So I'm sure if you're familiar with LPs, you've seen some of the World Adventure stuff. Sorry, I keep saying I want all these books. I do, I want them all. Yeah. So, my brain. Basically, you go through these tombs, and essentially you pick up items and you're looking for traps. Sometimes you have to solve puzzles. It raises their athletic to do things like break apart these rubble piles, etc. And it can be a lot of fun. It's something that I enjoy doing on occasion, and I'm actually not... Watch, I'm totally going to jinx myself here. How much money do we have? Available funds. It's gonna... Boy, that's gonna cost me a lot. Well... Go ahead. She just found something worth 960 simoleons, which is nice. Yeah, you can find some really nice stuff, and it can be really rewarding. So it's kind of cool. I'm gonna let her continue to do that while we check on him and have him do some stuff. Don't go read something. How about you connect with a townsfolk, and then I want you to go up to the nectary. I hope we I hope we have enough money to buy a nectar making machine. That's probably in the relic shop. Okay. She thinks he's hot. Well, sorry, don't get any ideas. Hugh and Evelena are very faithful. A nice thing is when you're doing these tombs, your sim, once they've done the task that you told them to do, they won't go any further. They just won't. They'll stand there until you tell them to do something, and in fact, they will stand there until they die. I've had it happen because I forgot to pause my game, and I walked away, and she starved to death. And I know, it seems like that. It takes an awful long time to starve, but what are you gonna do? That's what happened. Oh well. So Evelena discovered a secret door. As you can see, you go through here. There's going to be a little bit of a puzzle. It's obviously not too much of a puzzle. It's pretty easy. So, okay. We don't have a lot of money because I bought all those books, but I really like the books. So, oh well. Hopefully we can get a nectar making machine. Otherwise, when they get home, we can save up a little more money, and he can custom order one from Champs Les Sims. And, yeah, that's what we'll do. I'm so sorry. I keep getting a little discombobulated. It'll be cool. I have story progression turned on. I actually need to adjust that. So, okay. So I can get a nectar rack at home. Actually, the nectar maker is not that expensive. So we're gonna grab that. And then, actually, but we need to buy some grapes so that we can put them in the garden, which is a hot mess at home. It's such a freaking mess, and I'm hoping to have another sim help out. We're going to get, like, 20 Renoir, and, yep. Add to cart, and then another 20 Shalimula, and yeah. Any other ones? You can get the really special grapes with ancient coins, so that's something we'll probably aim for, because I think nectar making might be it'll fit really well in Monte Vista, and maybe she can make some money selling nectar and whatnot. Okay, so she's hungry, and we're going to have her eat a morsel really quickly. He is browsing the nectar rack, but I don't want to buy any nectar because it costs an absolute fortune. Why don't you go in the back and add fruit, and then we might have to buy some more grapes, but that's okay. They're in here somewhere. Okay, so you can add 10. So we're going to add for 5, and then we're going to go 60% of the Charimola and 40% of the Renoir, and then we're going to make some nectar. You're going to squish fruit and then make basic nectar. The nectar at the beginning almost always comes out like ass. It's kind of unavoidable. You know, it's... What are you going to do? She's going to go through this door, and I think after this, we'll find something that Hugh can do where I don't have to focus as much. Now, a thing you kind of want to do when you go to World Adventures is, even though these early places are not too hard, always check the walls. Now, as far as I remember, there aren't any wall traps here, but as you get further into these tombs, into the more difficult ones, I got 11 ancient coins. As you get further in, it becomes more difficult. And there are wall traps that are hidden. You have all these hidden floor traps, etc. And it can really do a number on you. So we're going to collect those ancient coins. Hang on one second. I need to adjust something in story progression. I do not want the stories here. None. Yes. Okay. There we go. Yeah, the story progression mod, what it does is it deactivates the, yeah, he's still gotta make nectar. It deactivates the mod, which, or not the mod, it deactivates the EA story progression, because the EA one doesn't have as much flexibility, and the story progression mod that I have will in fact provide, more interesting stories and things like that, and it gives you a lot of options. Can't upgrade while nectar maker's in use. Okay, he's using the nectar maker. He'll come back and get stuff. Well, why don't you talk to this person? No, she's eating. Is there a place to eat? Let's see. Yes. Okay, so have a quick meal. Why don't you have bread and jam? Yeah, so it just basically, it gives you a little more flexibility. Okay, now as you can see, there's a hidden door here, but it's marked, so it's pretty clear what you gotta do. And you're gonna need a keystone, a heart keystone, in order to get in there. Now, you can buy keystones sometimes from the relic merchants, so that's definitely a place to check out. And we will be stopping in at the relic merchant pretty soon. But at least before we go. But anyway, yes, the NROS story progression mod, it increases the flexibility a little bit, and allows me to control the rate at which people will separate from their spouses and things like that. And I know sometimes that can sound cruel, but it's really not. Oh, she found an opal worth 813 simoleons. Now she needs the keystone, and that has to be in one of these piles. So yeah, she's gonna work on those, and she's getting pretty tired, so we're gonna camp soon. I think she's probably explained to Hugh that she wants to spend most of the trip adventuring, so that's what I think we're going to do. No, you're not gonna browse the nectar rack. Why don't you go talk to the merchants, and then once your nectar's done, you can pick it up. So yes, like I said, it gives you that extra flexibility. It's not to be mean. I just like my Sims games to be a little more realistic. Obviously it's a game, but you know, that's what I do. Okay, so she's complaining about something. Janine, that's who he's talking to. Yep, there's the heart keystone. And trade local gossip. And that's something he needs to hear, because if he's going to write about this place, he needs to, hang on, my keyboard is being a jerk. Okay, so his favorite color is blue, and his favorite person is Evelena, so he's going to call it Evelena Blue. That will be his line of lines. He wants to make a nectar worth 15 simoleons, and I think that will work. Okay, so they're chatting. Stop browsing the nectar rack. Take nectar and let's see how it goes. And then he can go down here and we can sample some we can sample some nectar. Ooh, but what's this? Why don't you explore in there? Okay, wait, no, wait. Okay, did you take your nectar? Yes, okay. And he can, in fact, he does have a high enough handiness skill that when he gets home, he'll be able to upgrade his nectar maker, which is nice. So he can go in here and sample from the rack. So he's going to taste the life fruit nectar, and we'll see if that actually increases his life. See, he's gonna dive on in there. What's his athletic skill? His athletic skill's not great. I thought it was higher. Sorry, I keep shifting around in my chair. Okay, Hugh Spiegel has reached the bottom. There are bones everywhere. Hugh Spiegel is searching amongst the remains. Hugh just found some 19-year-old Melwar grapes nectar worth 108 simoleons. Could it still be good? I don't know. That's kind of gross. He might open it up and have, you know, psychedelic experience. So he's going to taste the life fruit nectar, and then we're going to leave him. And once he tastes that, we will have him head back to camp and get some sleep. So she is going to collect, she looks like she found a stone, and I think that's a topaz, and it looks like she found a money bag, and we will trade those in. Oh, a citrine. I should have known. It looks like a citrine. See, I realize now that I'm not sounding as tired. Now I am starting to sound a little bit manic. I apologize. Cash in many for 68 simoleons. Hey, you know, cool. So I apologize for sounding a little bit manic. It's, that's another side effect of my condition. But it'll be okay. Oh, her dress is all messed up. I didn't realize that was a thing. Okay, so she's gonna go through the door. And you are heading... All nectar tastes the same to me. So apparently he is a nectar philistine. Okay, so what we're gonna do is... If she stands on that, it's not gonna matter. I'll show you what happens if she stands on it. Because as soon as she moves off of it, the pressure plate's going to retract. Well, not retract, it's going to come back out. So yeah, watch. When she steps off, but she's going to try to go through the door, but it's locked again. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this friend here. It looks like a little goblin statue. Not sure what's up with the goblins. She's getting tired, so we're going to find a room for her to sleep in. That has opened up this next area, and we're gonna head through. And as you can see, she's actually she might be able to sleep at camp tonight because she's like right here. So yes, what we've got are some ancient coins. Collect those, please. Oh no, she's gonna have to stay here. And then we're going to pull far. And then we're going to inspect this, and I think we'll sleep in this room. I don't know about you, but I would actually feel really super creeped out sleeping in a place like this. I suppose that's part of it, but yeah, it would creep me the frig out. Another thing is, full disclosure, when Island Paradise comes out, as you can see, it brought up another panel that we're gonna pull over. When Island Paradise comes out, I have a bizarre and irrational fear of open water. FYI. And the end result of that is quite conceivably that if we're exploring underwater or scuba diving and something like, you know, a large monster or something, he's sleeping, good, appears, like a sea monster or even a giant whale or something like that, I will quite possibly scream out loud. It's funny because as you can see, the stairs, whoops, a little bit of lag, hang on a second, let's pause it. as you can see, stairs opened, and that's going to be our way down there. But she's going to place her tent. There is, in fact, a tent downstairs, but she's really tired, so... Oh, crap. Okay, hang on a second. I hate that. Okay. Oh, can I hit escape? There we go. She's actually gonna move over, go here. And then I should be able to put that down, unless I can't put it down on top of the plate, in which case we will actually have to go downstairs. Yes, we can put that down on top of the plate. Alright, cool. So she's going to... How's she doing on food? She's pretty hungry. What we're going to do is have her play... Where is your multi-tab? We're going to have her play an extreme social game. And we're going to have her eat... Come on. Eat a high-quality morsel. And then she's going to sleep. And that should help. And we'll check back on her in the morning. And it'll speed ahead. Oh yeah, so to continue the story. I actually really love horror films. I'm really into them. It's not, it's not stupid horror films. I like psychological horror and, even some body horror. I will admit something that may make me unpopular amongst some people. I am really tired of the zombie thing. That's why I do not have the lunar cycle set in my game. It's, they fixed the glitch. It's not because of that. It's not because I don't necessarily want supernaturals, although I did sort of cull the population, but there are still some. Excuse me. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm so tired of zombies. I'm so tired of hearing about zombies. I just am absolutely not interested in having them in my game, so they're not here. But yes, anyway, long story short, I love horror films. It's not easy to startle me. It's not easy to scare me. But I have this irrational fear. So yes, when we play Island Adventures, or Island Paradise, which I intend to do, we will not only, I'll probably have 2 games running in it. One game where we're going to explore the hotel management aspect, which I'm really excited about, and one game where we will explore the, the island exploration aspect. So, yeah, be prepared for that approach. I think it might work out, and I will still probably be doing a challenge video or the... Okay, so my game froze and crashed, and I'm actually recording this a few days later, but I do have the video available to me. It did finish recording, so what I'm going to do is actually I'm just going to tack this little message on the end, and I have to replay that entire section, so you may notice some discrepancies, but it should be fine. It's fine. It'll be okay. So yeah, thank you for watching, and please, I would love if you were to rate, comment, subscribe. I love the support. I love all of you. You're great. So thank you very much, and be well.